Welcome, everyone. I'm Tracy Fitzpatrick, and I'll be your moderator today. Thank you so much for joining us here at Netcom Learning, a market leader in promoting lifelong learning, training, and talent development solutions. We are very excited to host today's event, Navigating AI, Transforming Marketing and Creative Roles for the Future. Presenting today's topic is Gino Joseph. Gino is a Microsoft certified trainer with over 6 years of experience in the technical field. Gino's expertise is in Microsoft Azure, Power Platform, and data science technologies. He has successfully delivered numerous corporate trainings to date and consulting assignments for various clients across the globe. Please bear in mind that this is an overview of a very robust topic. We offer a collection of technical and business courses that can be tailored to your specific requirements. If you are interested in a further discussion, you can make an appointment with our learning consultants through our website at netcomlearning.com. Today's session is also being recorded, so you'll get free access to the recording in the next 24 hours via email. Netcom Learning helps customers build innovative learning organizations by achieving a smarter workforce, adapting to change, and driving growth. We do this with a broad catalog of offerings, developing customized learning plans, and our global delivery capabilities. Since 1998, we have been empowering organizations with our managed learning services to help them reach optimal performance results and address challenges. We do have 9 practice areas in which we specialize. They encompass people, process, and technology training. Today's presentation is from the Business and Leadership Practice Area. Netcom Learning offers a comprehensive training portfolio of courses for the topic being covered today. Our upcoming classes include various trainings on the given courses. You can also access a variety of marketing assets, such as the free training and blogs, by clicking on the available event handout. These offerings can be found with a simple search on our website at netcomlearning.com. Today's session is crafted to empower marketing and creative professionals with essential insights to thrive in the rapidly evolving landscape of artificial intelligence. As leaders in your respective fields, you'll gain a deep understanding of how AI is revolutionizing your industries and how to harness it to enhance organizational efficiency. I would like to give you a quick overview of the logistics before we get started. To begin with, you do have the option to view in full screen by clicking on the full screen button on the right side of the GoToWebinar viewer. Simply hit the escape key to exit the full screen. Everyone has been muted except for our presenters. Feel free to submit any questions you have for the presenters here in the questions pane, and we will address them at the end of the session. And to get the best out of today's events, we've included the slides, courses we talk about, and marketing assets in the handout section of your GoToWebinar viewer. You may refer to them at any time to get a better understanding of today's topic. And we do realize that some of you may have to leave early and want to let you know that as you do leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to take a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience and improve our future sessions for you. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. And now I'd like to pass this over to our trainer to present today's topic. Hey, Gino, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Tracy, for that wonderful introduction that you've given us. And let's very quickly dive into today's masterclass, the real content when it comes to navigating artificial intelligence, where we will talk about how we can very specifically transform the marketing roles, creative roles, as the integration of artificial intelligence for the particular future. Uh, but before I get into the content, let me give you a just quick introduction about myself before I get, or maybe give you an overview of the content, guys. Myself, Gino Joseph, I'm a technical trainer working with AI certs. I come with 7+ years of experience into the domain of training. all right, and I've been involved into various numerous corporate trainings. I work here in Netcom Learning uh, involved into various say trainings specific to different vendors, say custom trainings here and there. And very predominantly, I deal with courses with respect to the AI domain. So I'm very excited for this interesting masterclass where we are going to talk about AI, understand its capabilities when it comes to specific roles like marketing, the different creative roles, and so on. So let's quickly get started. All right. And it's going to be a pretty interesting ride as we explore these capabilities. Just a peek view is what we want to, what can be captured in the time frame is what we look forward for. So here is just a quick overview of the agenda that you can expect that's to be discussed here today as we take things further ahead. So here are the few aspects that I'm going to be discussing. All right. I have ensured maybe to incorporate possible demonstrations as and when wherever it's possible. Again, putting into the time frame of this particular masterclass. I'm going to start with understanding how particularly your AI influences, okay, your marketing strategies. All right. And especially the creative processes. Of course, marketing roles, the kind of the tasks the team gets involved into. All right, in my organizations too, my team definitely, we have a marketing team, and I really appreciate the kind of maybe the communication wise, maybe the kind of different strategies that requires to be executed from their part. So we will understand that how particularly, maybe not all, but very specifically, we will understand about, say, how AI can really help your marketing team. Maybe you, as a listener, as a marketing professional, or maybe you have a team of marketing, say, professionals. So, really understanding how you can leverage the capabilities when it comes to marketing, and especially when it comes to the creative processes. Okay, and then of course, Gen AI is a lot in demand. Gen AI has a lot to contribute with respect to interaction with your AI tools. So we'll spend some time towards understanding about how particularly we can use AI tools, all right, especially when it comes to prompt or what, if you're familiar or if you have heard across this term or the terminology, prompt engineering. All right, I'm not going to get into prompt engineering, but yes, I'll show you some demonstrations, how particularly we can make use of prompts when it comes to retrieving the exact desired results for the matter. We will understand about how we can use AI in marketing campaigns, various ways. We will talk about also the content creation, all right. Again, some examples, even though I'm not someone who is from into the content creation background, but definitely I can give you some very informative suggestions, ideas, where you can, say, use the capabilities of artificial intelligence when it comes to content creation. And maybe say if we have professionals from say the project management team, or maybe say involved into project management, or maybe the life cycle of it, how particularly say AI can really be beneficial as a matter of fact. And maybe if we have members here attending the session, all right, this masterclass when it comes to product development, designs, and so on. So I'm going to talk about some interesting stuff, all right, when it comes to artificial intelligence, innovating product development. Okay, creativity definitely plays a role. Without even diluting on the creativity part, definitely streamlining your product development processes, ensuring, say, the collaboration, the kind of innovation that should drive your, say, say you architecting or say the best of the product out of the class products, definitely we can see that how particularly AI can be helpful on those levels. uh, and finally we will talk about some user centric designs that can be made, all right, that can be crafted, that can be created with your artificial intelligence. And maybe as a takeaway, maybe I will discuss on some certain tools, certain applications that are available that integrates the capability of artificial intelligence when it comes to designing products as such around there that are really say outstanding as a matter of fact. So again, it's a mixed bag of different roles. You can see here we're under this agenda, all the way from your marketing roles to your project management to a product development role. All right, you'll see that the various roles and how you can particularly use artificial intelligence being discussed in this particular masterclass. So let's quickly get started. And we'll try to understand, all right, giving you an overview with respect to these aspects as we discuss along the slides, along with some basic representation or say demonstrations for that matter. Now, for the sake of say understanding and for the demonstration purposes, as I discuss these content, I will ensure that we discuss things along the lines of maybe some probable demonstrations on the chat GPT. All right. I'm not going to use a specific tool other than chat GPT just to demonstrate how this can be taken into account, giving some prompts, maybe some ideas and suggestions to take things further ahead. Okay, let's quickly get started. All right, where I'm gonna get started with the first part. All right, which is understanding how your AI really helps. Okay, influences the strategies when it comes to a person on the marketing role, or maybe the kind of creative processes that can be taken into account. Uh, when we when we speak about this particular era, all right, or the juncture where we stand, especially post the pandemic, okay, definitely the need for a very say inclusive technology, all right, that can be taking things to the next level is definitely being say taking around for a while for sure. And out of that, Gen AI is definitely, which is of course a kind of an artificial intelligence with generative AI, generative capabilities coming in with respect to the impact it has made across various domains. We can definitely see it across. So of course we know that down the lane, all right, artificial intelligence is going to play a very crucial role. All right, it's going to play a very crucial role when it comes to working along the lines. So maybe you as a listener, maybe in your team, okay. I'm pretty sure organizations have marketing roles. You are someone who is into a lot of creative processes. All right, you are say you spend a lot of time with respect to various tools when it comes to ideation, when it comes to say content creation. You're looking at ways via which, hey, how can I ensure that my say my work, all right, I get my works done, okay, ensuring the productivity without even compromising when it comes to the quality of the work that you're trying to work around there. And that's where you will see that as we stand here, okay, in the year 2024, we will see that AI has been revolutionizing, or AI is definitely revolutionizing the marketing strategies. Okay, it also has been really been say revolutionizing things when it comes to the creative processes that's completely behind the particular say the marketing team and so on so for that matter. So let's try to have a look on how your of course not only marketing, there are other domains definitely AI has really been influencing, but we'll try to understand how your AI impacts, okay, the creative side of your particular marketing and the kind of marketing strategies that can be taken into account. The first and the foremost part that I want to talk about is about the content generation capabilities and the kind of enhancement that is possible for that matter being. So, say, whenever you for a marketing team, all right, you will be someone who is going to be involved into creating a lot of blogs, right? A lot of posts. Okay, you want to have a very relevant, contextually relevant marketing copy. All right, so that's where okay you can use the capabilities of artificial intelligence for that matter. Okay, you can use AI when it comes to content generation, where when you can automate the process of copywriting. Okay, you can use tools like GPT, like Chat GPT, and so on, so Gemini, Cloud, and so on. So when you, whenever you want to ensure that you want to have a very contextually relevant say marketing content for that matter. And this is something that will be really beneficial whenever you want to say go across or write various channels, ensure the consistency that is required, and the kind of acceleration that is possible for that matter. So, in terms of content generation, all right, or whenever you want to automate copywriting, or maybe say for content enhancement very specifically, right? You can analyze different content, all right, look for various improvements that can be brought into the content that you're looking in, and you can refine the language and the style in which certain contents or maybe say certain blogs that you're trying to write in for that matter be. Okay, so different ways. Say, for example, maybe in your Copilot, maybe in your Chat GPT, or maybe in your Gemini. All right, you can use as an SEO maybe for the engagements and so on. So you can do that. You can use AI when it comes to campaigns, okay, and the ideations for that matter being. So, for example, when it comes to say idea generation, all right, you can use say artificial intelligence when it comes to analyzing the trends, okay, in the market, maybe the consumer behavior, historical data, analyzing the historical data. And based upon that, definitely you can come up with, say, creative ideas or write certain themes that you can take into consideration as a part of launching your product campaigns, or maybe say different say service campaigns that you're looking into for that matter. So this is where you will be able to look into various new angles, various new concepts, all right, which you wouldn't have seen, which you wouldn't have referred to, or which you wouldn't have thought as a team for that matter being. So you would be able to analyze the data with the variations and the changes in the trends that the organization or maybe the organization recognizes with respect to its potential consumers. You can come up with ideas and make it available to them what they require for that matter being. You can also go for say you can test multiple versions of your say ads, okay, analyze your data, okay, determine which elements that resonates most with your audience and come up with for that matter. So you will be able to achieve optimization when it comes to having say creative advertisements and so on. So well, as a part of your marketing strategy for that matter, you can really use various tools also when it comes to designing the content, um, the visual content assets around there. For example, you can, we will be talking about this later, okay, but yes, you can use tools like, say, Adobe Sensei, maybe the Canvas, and so on. So, where you can automate the aspects of your graphical designs, okay, because a lot of time goes into what designing the content, right? Or very specifically placing the elements accordingly, resizing images. At the end of the whole day, your product, your tool, whatever that you want to leverage it, bring it before your consumers, it should be appealing, it should be good looking, it should be pleasant. So AI can be used in those levels. There are different various tools that are available that can really help you in terms of what designing the content, editing videos, images as such around there. For example, you want to adjust colors, remove backgrounds, maybe you want to generate unique visual content for that matter being, okay, from your text-based descriptions. There are different tools that are available for that matter, and that can really help you in terms of what designing your visual content for that matter. You can also go for say with AI, okay, very specifically you can create personalized marketing materials for your individual users or segments for that matter. So, for example, whenever you want to say you want to generate work with say dynamic email content, all right. Again, based upon the preference of a particular user, maybe with respect to that of the consumer, or maybe in terms of the behavior that has been analyzed, that can really be helpful for that matter because you can come with what increased engagement that you're looking at. You can go for custom product recommendations that are possible. Okay, where you can analyze the user data and then, of course, recommend. Okay, recommendation system you would have seen within your Netflix, within your Amazon, your e-commerce. A lot of them have been using it for a while. So you can create what tailor-made experiences for each of your customers and for every business. All right, whenever such a kind of an experience is catered, the customer feels like a king. All right, and that will really attract the kind of traction that is required from the customer side. And as a business, you can, of course, you can pitch in a lot of products and services, and definitely what achieve greater heights for that matter. You can, of course, ensure go for tools like, say, your chatbots, virtual assistants, and so on. So you can make use of tools that can provide you with sentiment analysis, as a matter of fact, right? Where you can understand the sentiment of the customer on a specific product or on a specific, say, service that you're rendered to, maybe on your social media platforms, maybe on the feedbacks, and so on. So, and definitely based upon that, you can adjust your creative strategies accordingly. Maybe you want to provide them with a kind of engagement with respect to chatbots. It's a very helpful tool, right? So you can leverage the capabilities of artificial intelligence, engage with your users, provide with one-to-one personalized conversations that are possible, address their concerns, queries, all right, providing them with real-time support, as a matter of fact. So this can be really be helpful because whenever you want to handle your, say, routine tasks and so and so. Uh, Say these bots applications, these virtual agents can be really be helpful, as a matter of fact. And as a result, you can deploy, maybe from an organizational standpoint, you can deploy your team members, your, say, the human agents, okay, spending more time to do something which is more complex, which is more strategical, as a matter of fact. As a part of, say, marketing, all right, maybe, say, for an organization, all right, data is something very much crucial, all right. So that's where you can leverage the capabilities of artificial intelligence when it comes to market research, for that matter. So you have tools that can be used when it comes to uncovering the trends, the preferences, what can be the future needs that will come up with respect to your consumer or the customer basis, for that matter. So you can be very much creative, or you can come up with, say, creative decisions, all right, so that you stay ahead of the particular curve. You can, of course, go for tracking, analyzing your competitors' marketing strategies. You can provide that which can provide you with what insights, of course, when it comes to creative approaches, and definitely ensuring that you position yourselves in such a way that you stand ahead in the market. So that's pretty much possible, as you can, of course, tools, data analysis coming into role play. And very interestingly, say, for any particular organization, all right, maybe from a marketing standpoint, you have launched a particular campaign, all right, and you want to adjust when it comes to, say, certain creative decisions that can be taken. And how do we do that? Are there any robust plans that are available? Okay, are there any robust suggestions that can be taken into account? So that's where you can say adjust according to the data-driven insights provided with respect to the real-time feedback for specific campaigns that's possible. So you can make use of real-time analytics. Okay, when it comes to the measurement aspect, you can take use of what predictive analytics, okay, which can really help you with what the future trends, the behaviors. Maybe, say, for example, you want to anticipate some changes as such around there, taking into consideration some factors, okay, and you adapt your creative strategies in a very proactive manner. You can use the capabilities of predictive analytics, okay, not only on real-time analytics, but also real-time analytics is where on the live real-time data you analyze and come up with suggestions. So you can use tools that can work on those levels. You can go for predictive analytics that can use you, or say you that can predict the future based upon some historical data. And finally, you can use various tools, all right, when it comes to, say, automating your repetitive task in your marketing task, okay. Maybe whenever you want to tag certain images, maybe you want to schedule your post, maybe you want to generate certain reports as such around there. So what happens is that, see, understand that from a marketing standpoint, okay, you need to strategically place yourselves, all right, ensuring that you do all these aspects, okay, meeting the schedules, okay, meeting the deadlines very specifically. So what happens is that, and without even compromising on the creative part. So this is where you can use artificial intelligence when it comes to what formulating your workflow, ensuring that you do something more strategic. You can look in the creativity aspects as if around there. And then definitely what there are different tools that are available, right? For example, in terms of collaboration around there, all right, with better communication, with coming up with summaries, aligning to the kind of work, achieving the efficiency. So there are various tools, okay, that uses the capabilities of artificial intelligence that can really help you achieve a lot more for that matter. Because of course AI, all right, again, different tools, again, used in different context, all right, will help you in terms of what achieving the kind of productivity that you're looking into. So, in the world of marketing, all right, your AI offers you with a bunch of tools, all right. It offers you with a bunch of insights. Again, when it comes to enhancing your, say, the planning, okay, ensuring the creative execution, and so on. Say what marketing team or marketers can really do is that they can streamline very specifically their processes, right? Come up with, say, very much of the innovative ideas that they're looking into, and then, of course, maybe to the customers, to the consumers, they can come with more personalized, engaging content, all right, generate innovative ideas for that matter being, and making it a more a valuable asset for that matter. So this is a more dynamic and a responsive approach, all right, that can be retrieved or that can be generated, making leveraging artificial intelligence that for the matter, where you can foster stronger connections with your customer. All right, you can use artificial intelligence when it comes to driving better results, data-driven results for that matter, taking your product, your services, all right, to a next level for that matter. So you will see that, okay, AI as a tool is not just limited to that of a very specific kind of a role, maybe. But if you are someone from the marketing, maybe from the project manager, you have these tools that can be integrated into your day-to-day tasks. And if you are efficient enough in terms of using and interacting with these kind of tools, they can be really, really be beneficial for that matter. Now let's see that. Of course, see, I talked about a bit of it. I'm okay. I talked a bit on very particularly about, say, how your AI can be used very specifically for marketing and all. I'm going to discuss here on this particular slide how particularly you can use AI tools when it comes to achieving the desired results. And here, okay, we're confined with respect to, say, to respect to that of using prompt. Okay, I'm going to be using prompts. Okay, clearly strategizing certain prompts. I will discuss here, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how you can effectively prompt your AI tools for your marketing task. And this is where, all right, we will have to understand certain things. Okay, I'm not going to get into the facets of what constructs, say, the prompts and so on, so technically on the backside, okay, on the back end. But yes, maybe if you are someone who's going to be using some kind of an AI tool, you need to be having an understanding of these aspects to be very much clear. Now, when I say AI, understand that there is a crucial role about you cannot fully trust on AI when it comes to what, say, the kind of results it's going to be providing. You'll have to proofread it. It requires you to work along lines and understand things for that matter. So it's whenever you are going to work with AI, you need to be very much specific, especially for your marketing task and so and so. And you need to be clear about what your goals and what your requirements are at any particular instances for that matter. Okay, so let me show you a very particular same use case again, where of course I will try to um, say use these aspects and try to lay out some prompts as such around there uh, that I can use in terms of creating a social media ad campaign for that matter. Okay, let's try to work around the lines and let me show you something that I'm going to try here in this case. Again, I'm making use of ChatGPT. All right, I'm pretty sure you all know what ChatGPT is, all right, which was developed by the OpenAI. Again, now, again, collaborating with respect to the Microsoft team. ChatGPT, okay, chat, as it says, the mode of interaction that's going to take place with this particular tool. Okay, GPT stands for generative pre-trained, in the sense that this particular tool comes with a pre-trained model, all right, and that model is going to predict some outcomes based upon your chat-based interactions, as a matter of fact. Now, this is again, okay, this is going to be powered by various models. There are various models that are available, okay, which you can consider and take things accordingly for that matter. But let's try to maybe say, let's try to work along the lines when it comes to for a marketing task. Okay. And I'm going to use this tool when it comes to creating a social media campaign for that matter. Okay. So what my task is that my task is I need to design an engaging and an effective social media ad campaign for a very, say, very particularly a new eco-friendly skincare product that I want to launch. Okay. Even though I'm not much into, say, the skincare aspects around there, but definitely I just taking this particular use case. I would like to make you understand how particular maybe you if what really reflects or maybe what really aligns to your specific kind of a product. Definitely you can think about it. So the first point, if you remember, I as I stated, all right, is that you have to define the particular objective. Okay, you need to very specifically articulate what you want to achieve. Okay, with the particular to the particular tool. As a matter of fact, in this case, I need to be very specific. I need to be very clear to specify what I want to achieve with the particular ad campaign for that matter, being as I define the particular objective. Let me show you with an example here. Say, for example, since I talked about, say, eco-friendly skincare product, right? So, and I'm looking for a social media campaign for that matter. So I can say here that create, let's say, uh, a social media ad campaign for a new, mm, let me be more clear, because at the end of the day, these are instructions, right? You're going to provide to the AI tool. Eco-friendly skincare product. Okay, let me put this around. Okay, and try to generate some content and see. Okay, create a social media ad campaign for a new what eco-friendly skincare product. Very basic one line of prompt is what I'm going to give it, and let's see what it generates. See, it gives me suggestions because I wasn't very clear on the name of the product. Am I right? There were very specific limitations, but yes, based upon that, it was able to generate what the content in this case. User generated content campaign, educational post, see here, campaign overview, campaign goals, okay, themes, and so on, so for that matter, platform strategy, promotional strategy in this case. Well, I will see that was just because I had given a one line of a prompt for that matter. Okay. Now, okay, let me try to, uh, okay, okay, that's done. Okay. It has given me what a, a step-by-step campaign outline for that matter. Let me do one thing. Let me try to copy this. Okay. And let's use the same thing, okay, and I'm adding more information, okay, from your marketing perspective for the matter. So I say that, okay, I'm looking for a social media campaign for a new eco-friendly skincare product, and along with this, I specify that I'm looking for a campaign that should include, right, maybe say engaging ad copy, which is very much captivating. All right. Uh, it should have a very captivating headline and a call to action that maybe say encourages my users to visit maybe say my website, my company website, or maybe the product website for that matter. Okay. So now this is more clear. I'm very, very, very clear in terms of what I want to bring out from my tool in this case. Okay. Let's try to run this and see what my chat GPT generates. See here, see. Now, I'm not going to read all this, but to just to let you know that maybe that you might see some overlap here, but you can see that it's more strategically constructed because I articulated what I want to achieve with that particular campaign as such around there. And based upon, see, for example, like I'm looking for a call to action, right? Engaging ad copy, captivating headline. See, these have really played. See, you can see a sheer difference when it comes to how the prompt has played around when it comes to retrieving the desired results for that matter. That's something that I wanted to know. The second possibility is that maybe say if you're going to apply some prompt, I'm just taking that particular example. Okay, I'm going to use again. I'm going to work on the same tool. All right. Maybe if we can provide some kind of say very specific context and the background. Okay. Um, and I use that as a prompt and then try to say very specifically create a content for that matter. Okay, and I will use these prompts and will try to say construct very specifically or maybe generate a content on those level for that matter. Okay, let's say, all right, let me come back here. Let's say um, create a social media ad campaign, okay, for the product. Now I'm very specific here. Okay, let's say, for example, let's say just some random name that I can think about. Echo Glow face cream. Okay, this is the name of my product that makes more contextual, right? And I see that which is made from all mm, natural, okay, natural ingredients. Now, this is where I'm shedding more light. Okay, now think about a scenario, guys, in your context, what you would have done. Okay, maybe what your product is. Maybe if you can incorporate those characteristics, that really adds it to the kind of content that is to be generated. And I say that my particular product is designed for um, environmentally, okay, conscious consumers. Okay, now I say that our target, okay, audience is, I say that previously I'm looking at of my target audience who are going to be women, who are going to be age maybe say between 25 and 40. Okay, or let's say let's push the bracket maybe to 45. Okay, who are say interested in sustainable. Now this is adding more context. Think about it. I'm adding context, background from where I have derived my product also for that matter. Okay, sustainable beauty products. Let this be. Okay. Um, okay. The goal here with the campaign is to increase, all right, website traffic. Now, this was something that we discussed earlier, right? Website traffic and I'm sorry, and drive sales. So this is very, very well defined. So when you closely look at this particular prompt, okay, that I'm gonna be doing, I have a specific goal. All right. I need a ad campaign. for my specific product. Now, I gave what the background is, all right, maybe the features of my particular product. I specify who I want to cater it to, all right, and through this campaign, what I want to achieve. Because at the end of the whole day, I want to bring my consumers to the website so that they take a look at my product and maybe say take things accordingly for that matter. Be. Let's try to run this. Let's see what can be the impact when it comes to the particular scene. See, it comes with a captivating headline, engaging ad copy. Okay. So it in see, for example, when we had used okay, uh the terms, all right, natural ingredients, all right, who women care about their skin and the planet. See, those words really have attributed towards what making a desired result for the matter be. Okay. And see here, uh very specifically. Now, when you look at this case, let me see. All right, see here. It's even providing me with a suggestion. See, look at this case. All right, why don't you buy a particular product and you can get that better benefit around there? Maybe you can get a discount of 20%. See, look at this case. So that's an idea that was coming, even though I wasn't specific, but I want to attract my consumers on those levels. These prompts really played a crucial role for that matter. Okay, so you can look at this case here. All right, when I had provided the context, okay, um, I say I can specify my prompts and then definitely what get the preferred results for that matter. Now, whenever you're working with the AI tools, it's all about the prompts that you supply. Now, you might think, hey, do I write an essay? No, don't do that. Be very clear, be very simple. One of the things that you can also think about is, say, I can just show you another one more example. Maybe see, you can specify the formatting and the styling. You can detail out what the formatting that you're looking into. All right. Uh, and so on. So, for example, let's say, just a second. Did I miss your? Okay. Let's try to say if I can say that for the above ad campaign. All right. For the above ad campaign. Mm, let's say mm, generate three versions of ad copy. Okay. For maybe see, I'm going to market this on the platform of Facebook. All right. Each with a different, what do you call, maybe style. Okay. Uh, where I see the first one is going to be very much formal. Okay. One is going to be very much casual, and the other, which will be very much a playful one. Now, see here, I'm setting the tone, I'm formatting it. Okay. I'm going to use that here. And then, uh, okay, uh, okay, I can see that each variation should, here I'm limiting it, should not be more than 100 words. I'm sorry, more than 100 words, and include a, say, headline, body text, and a call to action. Oh, did I miss the number part? Let's see. See. Okay, it generates because I gave in what are the three different versions, right? The casual style, the playful style. So when you look at the wordings in each of the stylings of the content that has been generated, all right, maybe the playful one, maybe the casual one, the formal one, and so on. So you will see that it's entirely different. Okay, the words, for example, look at this case here. When you're going to work with, say, on a formal style, see, discover a skincare solution that aligns with your values and so on. So, but when you come to the casual style, okay, feel good. Um, and when you look at all right, welcome back, everyone. Let's continue from where we left off as we continue upon this interesting masterclass where we have been navigating about AI, transforming your various marketing and creative roles for the future. Now, I'm going to talk about having understood, or say, maybe say, as maybe like how your AI work helps you with respect to project management. I'm going to talk about very particularly on the context of how your AI can really help you with respect to, say, content creation for that matter. Now, we talked about all these aspects around here, but yes, you can use AI very specifically, all right, in terms of maybe generating content. Maybe, for example, you want to create a blog, okay, maybe in a 500 word for that matter, maybe an article as such around there. You can do that. Okay, you can create contents very specifically with respect to specific audience in mind. Okay, based upon maybe some past say interactions, or if you have some ideations about that, you can use that. You can use artificial intelligence when it comes to optimizing it. Maybe you have some blog that is available, maybe some kind of placements or changes that you need to take in, some suggestions, grammars, punctuation, stylings. You can do that. Okay, you can go for content enhancements for that matter being. You can go for content distribution with artificial intelligence as a content creator for that matter. Okay, for example, you want to automate your social media post, okay, to analyze the engagements and so on. So you can identify what is the best time, the formats, so on. So you can also work with artificial and make use of AI to analyze your social media mentions. Okay, maybe the brand, right? Understand the overall sentiment of your audience, and then that can really be helpful. We talked about this previously, but just to let you know that you can do that in the context for the matter being curating the content as such around there. Workflow automation, very specifically, right? There are various tools that are available. Okay, for example, you want to schedule the posting of your blogs, maybe social media updates. Again, on a predefined content calendar, you can do that for that matter being. So, as a content creator, all right, some strategical aspects, say maybe creativity is that what you're looking into. So, you can provide AI with some kind of work suggestions that are available and take things for the next level for that matter and create very, very say, creative content standing ahead, maybe depending upon what you want to represent. You can leverage the capabilities of artificial intelligence on that note. Let me show you some very, very, say, some prompts that I'm going to be using here in the context of artificial intelligence. And I'm going to be using that here to work along the tool that is the chat GPT. Okay, let me close this. Uh, and I'll show you how particularly you can use this in terms of content creation for that matter. Say, for example, I want to use the tool ChatGPT, all right, or maybe any other particular tool. Again, prompts really play a crucial role. But let me say I'm using it here in the context of creating a blog post for that matter. So I say to my tool that write for me a 700 word, all right, blog, okay, a post on the advantages of using AI in, I'm sorry, marketing. Okay. Uh, Marketing for the marketing professionals. All right. I want to include, say, sections on increased, all right, I'm sorry, increased efficiency, say better data insights, and enhanced personalization. Okay. And I also would be using an informative and a very professional tone. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. See, look at this prompt that I'm trying to use here. I want to write a blog post. All right. Again, using talking about the advantages of using artificial intelligence in the field of marketing. All right. And this is my targeted audience is that of what marketing professionals. And I specified, like, if you remember the previous slide that we discussed, okay, I'm taking that into context. And I set the tone. All right. I highlighted what are the points that I'm targeting at. And here you go. I'm trying to generate the outcome in this case. Okay. Even though there is a lot of, what do you call interaction taking place, like if you have recently, if you're someone who is more active into LinkedIn or maybe see other platforms, people say that, okay, the top professionals have started to post a lot of content very specifically on social media handles thanks to these tools that are available. It has simplified, and definitely I see a lot of that coming in. But yes, let's try to use this particular prompt, okay, uh see and see what we generate for the blog post. See, I'm pretty sure after the masterclass, you're going to try your hand out with respect to these prompts to work on these posts, right? Blog posts, and your LinkedIn handles or maybe your social media handles are going to be flooded with a lot of content that you want to generate about. Maybe your creative side is going to come out to next extent, all right, after this masterclass. Uh, since I specified 700 words, that's why you see it's a bit elongated. Let's see, it goes on. That's interesting. Now, don't just blindly copy this, okay? Just read through it, okay? AI, it's to enhance your productivity, okay? So don't keep your brains aside. Let your creativity work the best, all right? Read it, and maybe see if you want to regenerate it or maybe a different version, do that. Maybe if you want to see up, there are options. Say, I'm just showing you, all right. There are ways via which you can very particularly say, bring the changes to the format and the stylings that you need to consider. You can do that in that case. Maybe say, for example, I want to use maybe the same kind of an AI. I want to use it in terms of generating a product description, all right, for say maybe say I have a fitness tracker. Okay, I'm taking an example here. I want to very specifically highlight very specific features like mm, heart rate monitoring. Okay, uh, GPS tracking, and I also see that my product has a very long battery. Okay. Yeah. Uh, I say that keep the description for the product under 150 words and use okay, the kind of language that I need is it should persuade my potential buyers. Okay, now look at this case. Let's see. That's interesting. 150 words. Does that look good? Yeah, if you want, you can regenerate. Because no time it's gonna be say if you click on regeneration, it's not going to be, say, using the same one. It will use different keywords and tokens when it comes to constructing it. See, you have different versions of it available, the first version, the second version. If you want, you can try different versions of it to be generated for that matter. I, say, for example, maybe in my marketing role, I want to write an email for a particular monthly newsletter. Okay, let's try to do that. So, for example, let's say I want to, again, you can use Copilot, maybe, and so on. So, but here I'm just using ChatGPT, again, for the purpose of my privacy around the, I'm not going to use my corporate Copilot here, but yes, you can use it in your Copilot. I'm just showing you here. I want to write an email for for the monthly newsletter. Okay, and I want to include, okay, in the particular email updates, all right, about the recent blog post that I had shared, right? Maybe something that I'm planning in the upcoming webinars, okay, and maybe a particular special promotion. All right, again, to sell off my things here. And I'm gonna be very much interested in using a friendly tone. All right. And I will also ensure that my email is visually appealing with maybe say your CTS. Let's see. Is that slow? Okay, there you see. See, that can be interesting, right? So think on various levels, guys, where at all you can leverage artificial intelligence. I'm using it for an email campaign. Maybe you have some kind of a video, all right, and you want to create a script of it. Definitely that can be done. Maybe you want to draft a press release for your maybe some kind of an initiative that your organization has started with. Definitely on those levels that you can consider. So on various facets, you can leverage the capabilities of artificial intelligence, all right, as a part of your marketing, for that matter being. Now let's very quickly talk about, say, how you can utilize your AI when it comes to product development. Maybe if we have professionals here who are into product development, okay. Again, when it comes to product development, you need to stand out with respect to your product, right? You need to be very efficient. In terms of achieving your task, you need to have responsiveness, looking for creativity. So here I'm just talking about again how particularly you can use AI when it comes to various stages of your product development, when it comes to driving innovation for that matter. For example, when it comes to say AI driven insights. Okay, you can make use of AI driven insights that can help you with respect to market research and maybe the trend analysis for that matter. Okay, so you can use AI algorithms that can analyze vast amount of data from your social media, maybe your news, your marketing reports, and so on, so for that matter. You can use maybe say there are tools that are available whenever you want to again uh, say monitor the competitor activities, product launches, maybe customer reviews, and so on, so for that matter. So there are tools like say let's say let me show you from here tools like mm, crayon AI. Okay, see here. uh, see mm, just a second. No, this one see, it's a competitive. See, you can use this particular tool. Well, I'm just telling you, these are again using artificial intelligence, okay, which can track competitors. Again, maybe as from your maybe to drive insights and maybe to achieve a bit more when it comes to various offerings, market positioning, unique selling propositions that you can consider for your new product. This can be really be helpful for that matter. Okay, that's possible. You can use AI when it comes to idea generation. All right, like I just spoke about GPT-4, Chat GPT-4, right? You can use the particular tools for that matter for developing your concepts as such around there and so on. So to work on with respect to the product. You can use artificial intelligence when it comes to creating multiple designs, variations, okay? Um, Optimizing them based upon your specific criteria. For example, materials efficiency, cost, performances, and so on. So you can use, say, tools like Autodesk, right? When it comes to designing your products and so on. So you can make use of artificial intelligence when it comes to virtual prototyping for that matter. You can have, say, AI-driven simulations that can refine your product designs, test it accordingly in a very particular virtual environment for that matter. So that, I'm sorry, you need not have to be bothered about what the physical prototypes as a matter of fact. You can use AI when it comes to, say, testing, okay, and for feedback analysis, where you can say you can automate and analyze your A and B testing of product features, okay, or maybe marketing messages and determine the variations that can be best. Like for example, tools like, say, monkey learn, okay, that can be used for analyzing customer reviews of prototypes and so on. So that can be used. You can see have you can use AI when it comes to manufacturing and supply chain optimization for that matter. Like for example, whenever you want to predict equipment failures or right scheduling certain maintenance, optimizing your supply chain operations as such around there, depending upon the demand, managing your inventory, okay, efficiently identifying your suppliers. You can do they make use of artificial intelligence for that matter. Personalization and customization, as we had talked about, say, for marketing and for the content creations around it, the same applies here. But yes, it will be with respect to the product recommendations and the customizations that's possible for that matter. And then you can also make use of what AI when it comes to marketing strategy. Okay, the long strategies for that matter, targeting at your specific audience, predictive analytics, and so on. So you can analyze your customer data. You can say look for optimizing your ad placements as such around there, and so on. So you will see that, say, as a product, say, into the task of your product development, definitely you can integrate various tools that can really help you on these levels. Okay, various stages of your processes. All right, you can design when it comes to ideation, manufacturing, marketing, market research. You can use leverage AI's capabilities in various levels when it comes to data analysis, design optimization, the kind of experience that you want to bring in, that can really help you develop products that can meet the need of your consumers in a more effective, in a more streamlined manner, ensuring that you stay ahead in the competitive market for that matter. I'm going to be just talking about, say, very specifically, say, uh, how particularly you can use or write AI when it comes to user-centric designs for that matter. Okay, whether it's your personalized users for that matter, okay, with adaptive interfaces for that matter being, or maybe say customized recommendations and so on. So there you can go for that. You can go for, say, when it comes to, say, you can use AI when it comes to automating your design processes for that matter. That's where you can use tools like, I'm going to be discussing that in the next slide, giving you some examples like Autodesk Fusion 360 for that matter, which will offer you with a generative design, Adobe XD, which will offer you with AI features for that matter being, when it comes to enhanced usability testing for that matter, okay, you can use artificial intelligence for that matter. uh, for example, the crazy egg, the hot jar, and so on. So that can be used on those levels. Um, you can see that on various levels of your designing aspects. Okay, your AI can be used on those levels for that matter, for creative inspiration for that matter. Okay, generating your design ideas, concepts based upon user preferences and current design trends, creating unique visual, say, elements, suggesting you with improvements and so on. So you can use various tools that are available. Like you can use technologies like your GANs, you can use your machine learning and so on. So there are some AI art tools that are available, like platform like Depart, Dolly that can be used for that matter. So you can generate design concepts, okay, visualize it with respect to the kind of the product, and then you can design things on those levels. You have tools that are available when it comes to analyzing the performance, okay, for the iterative designs and the kind of refinement should go into for that matter being in these levels for that matter being. So you can use artificial intelligence to analyze the performance of performance data, design things accordingly, okay, ensure there is user engagement, you can achieve the kind of satisfaction, the user satisfaction that is required for that matter. So you will see that AI offers you with a bunch of tools, okay, techniques that really helps you to better understand what can be the need of a particular user, the personalizing the kind of experiences, and so on, so as a part of what designing very much standout products in the competitive marketing fields for that matter. Just some suggestions that I'm just letting you, that giving you some ideations that can be taken into consideration. So here is some of the examples that you can see here in this case. For example, whenever you want to you have this Autodesk Fusion 360, which we just discussed a bit ago, which is an advanced generative design tool. Okay, which you can use it, which allows designers when it comes to input constraints. You can specify the objectives. Okay, and it really helps you to generate what optimized design options for that matter. Being you have n topologies. Okay, the n topology for that matter. That's a typo. It's n topology. That's another example, a tool that is technology that is available. It will also provide you with what generative design capabilities. So it will focus on more complex geometries, all right, lattice structures as such around there. The benefit of maybe say using these kind of say tools like Autodesk Fusion 360 and topology is that you can use it for product designing, right? Architecturing as such around there. If you're someone who is looking for very specifically designing, say user experience designing for that matter, okay, or maybe see app development as such around there. In that case, you can go for AI powered prototyping tools that are available. For example, you have the FrameRX, okay, which will combine design, code, okay, into that particular tool, which will help you with designing, okay, prototypes that are interactive, that are responsive. You have Adobe XD, which has AI features, all right, that can be used when it comes to say automating repetitive design tasks, generating design suggestions for that matter. Being you can do that in that case. So you will be able to rapidly say iterate on your designs of it applications based upon your feedbacks with these kind of AI powered prototypes for that matter, prototyping tools that are available. Say if you are someone who is looking for graphic design, okay, uh, or maybe say some kind of say working say offering you with automatic tagging, okay, content aware fill, or maybe design element recommendations, you can go for Adobe Sensei for that matter. Okay, if you are someone who, for the purpose of designing or write user-centric designs, you want to use natural language processing. Okay, where you use the AI's capabilities to interpret and convert natural language descriptions and then into certain design elements or certain layouts. Okay, you can use tools like Designify and UI as that for that matter. For that matter, so Designify is that tool that will convert text descriptions into design elements and layouts. Your UI as that is a tool that will again textual descriptions into interactive prototypes for that matter. So you can use it in terms of maybe prototyping, designing automations around there. Okay, so for and in case if you are someone who's looking for very particularly testing, you can use what the Hotjar and the full story for the matter. Okay, so you can use this and these can so these are some of the tools that I just wanted to let you know for that matter. So these emerging technologies, all right, these tools will offer you ways via which you can transform the designing process when it comes to create offering you with creativity, efficacy, the personalization, the improvisation that can be considered, all the way from designing it, all right, prototyping it, again, integrating those user-centric designs that needs to be taken into account when it comes to advancements that AI has to offer that matter. And you will be able to deliver more effective and, of course, engaging user experiences on those levels for that matter. Okay, so these are some of the suggestions. Again, different roles I told you, right? Again, these are the roles that require you to be very particularly more focused or maybe say more into content creation. Maybe you're from the marketing domain, maybe from the product development, maybe from the project management as such around there. We saw that how particularly AI really helps us on these levels for that matter. So, uh, what did we discuss throughout the session? All right, or maybe this particular masterclass as we came across, we saw that maybe you are a marketing professional Uh, from today on, you will explore the capabilities of artificial intelligence and for your marketing campaigns, for your marketing tasks, to be more creative with your marketing role. You're going to leverage the use of artificial intelligence. I saw that we saw that how particularly say we can make use of artificial intelligence to achieve the desired results. Am I right? I showed you some examples. Okay, how you need to be very skillful in terms of what um, working around with the prompts very specifically if you're using Gen AI tools. The reason being that, see, you need not have to be a data scientist or a machine learning person or an expert in artificial intelligence. But yes, you need to understand how you can particularly use these tools when it comes to being benefited from that of artificial intelligence as a matter of fact. Am I right? And then we saw that how you can use AI in your marketing campaigns. All right, I'm pretty sure some of you are gonna play around with respect to using artificial intelligence in your marketing campaign from today on. Maybe we had project managers just showed you some suggestions around there, some tools that you can think about. There are a bunch of tools that are available in the market, guys, that you can really think about. We saw that in product development, how you can utilize AI. And I showed you, say, maybe some suggestions in which you can craft user-centric designs with artificial intelligence as a matter of fact. Okay, this is what we have in terms of very particularly the content for this session. All right. Yeah.
Thank you, Gino. That was most informative. And I know everyone's looking forward to the Q&A session, so go ahead and start putting your questions in the questions panel. And while you're doing that, I'd like to pass the presentation rights over to Neha Kumari, our product marketing manager, who's going to introduce you to our wonderful and amazing promotions and webinar related courses.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Tracy, for allowing me this opportunity to talk to our audience today. So, as you all can see here, this is the event handout that you all may have received. Once again, we thank you for taking out the time and joining our masterclass today. Before we proceed, it's worth mentioning that Netcom Learning has been awarded as one among the top 20 learning services company by trainingindustry.com for the third year in a row. We're in the training industry for over 26 years now and have serviced over 80% of the Fortune 1000 companies. Overall, we have trained 1 million plus professionals across 40,000 enterprises and we have also received recommendations from more than 96% of our customers. All our AI Search trainings are delivered by AI Search certified trainers. We have a pool of over 3,300 certified instructors who are active in their domains, bringing to you the latest knowledge and best practices, ensuring that you are on top of what is happening in the industry. We are your one stop solution for all your corporate upskilling needs with official training across every major technology and business solution provider. Netcom Learning is an authorized training partner for more than 90 plus reputed vendors like Microsoft, AWS, Google Cloud, AI Search, AC Council, and more. Now, within this handout, you can find this particular page where you can find the session recording. You can use the link to access the recording for today's session and revisit the concepts that you may have doubts with or need more clarifications that are covered in today's masterclass. All the participants of this webinar will also be given access to our Netcom 365 portal. It is our student portal that includes a lot of features and resources for you to take advantage of. All you need to do if you're accessing it for the first time is set up your password and then you're good to go. We highly recommend everyone to explore our learning portal to take full advantage of all the skilling resources that are available within this platform. Now, let's quickly take a look at some of the latest offers on AI search trainings and certifications. Now, as you can see, these are the recommended courses that we have for AI search. Our AI search courses have been divided based on roles. So we highly recommend everyone to click on these links. All of these are hyperlinked. Pick the item that you want to explore and you will be redirected to the official documentation that we have on these particular courses. Also, please note that all the courses that are delivered by Netcom Learning are delivered by subject matter experts. You get additional perks like 180 days access to virtual labs. Also, you get access to 90 days to the class recordings to revisit any concepts that you may like. You get full access to our Netcom 365 portal, as well as you can repeat the classes free of cost within a specified duration if you want to revisit any topic or you couldn't attend the class for the first time. We also have a couple of resources mapped here for your easy access, including the upcoming free events and blogs. We highly recommend you to explore these as well as you gain more comprehensive knowledge on our offerings. We're currently offering a complimentary AI executive training to all our learners. While this is complimentary, it is limited for a short time. Priced initially for $9.95, this is available right now free of cost for all executives and decision makers across all organizations. Click on this link and enroll now to understand how strategic decision making can be enhanced with AI and how you can take your organization to lead in today's digital era. All the trainings are delivered by our top rated trainers, and you get a complimentary skilling plan consultation with our learning consultants, allowing you to get clarity on which specific courses are needed to be taken by your team. In case you're a large organization or an organization that is spread across geographies or have multiple business units within the same organization, the skilling needs get quite complicated. And this is where our learning passport is here to help you. Basically, you park all your training funds with us for 12 months, and within these 12 months, you get exceptional value on all the funds that you invest, right up to 100% increase of your fund value is what you can experience with our Learning Passport. And these funds are flexible. With Learning Passport, you get the additional flexibility that for one particular course, you can pick one particular learner, and for another, you can use the same training dollars for another course. This is basically giving you unlimited access to our entire authorized training portfolio, which has more than 4,000 courses. S- So, we highly recommend you to check this out if you have such skilling requirements. This is an ideal solution for you to park all your training funds and make sure you get the ultimate value all year round. Along with these, you also get additional access to courses and certifications, other free virtual events, blogs, and you can also access our promotional offers on our website. With this, I'd like to thank everyone. Do follow us on our social handles, and we hope to see you in our next sessions. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much for guiding us through that information, Neha. And now we're going to go ahead and jump right into our question and answer session. The first question we have for today is, how does AI enhance personalized marketing campaigns?
I know that marketing campaigns, of course, it involves a lot of strategic planning. Okay, you need to arrive with target audience around there. So this is where you can make use of artificial intelligence when it comes to analyzing the customer data. Okay, and you can ensure that your content gets delivered accordingly to the very specific customer. And you can look into analyzing the data and come up with recommendations that can be taken into considerations for that matter. So you can go for what personalized marketing. You can create tailor-made content, tailored recommendations that can be suggested back to your customer, potential customer, based upon the data that you're accumulated using certain AI tools. I hope that answers your question.
Let's take another question. Which AI technology can predict future customer behavior based on historical data?
So that's what we technically see when it comes to analytics. There are various what do you call say domains that are available. Like you have descriptive, you have diagnostic, and you also have very specifically say the predictive one too. All right. So since where the question revolves more about say which AI technology can predict future customer behavior based upon historical data, and it wants to predict. So that's what we call it as the predictive analytics. Okay, that's what we call it as predictive. There is something called as diagnostic analytics. There is something called as prescriptive analytics, and so on. So, but yes, here historical data to predict future, it's gonna be what predictive analytics.
Last question for today is, in what way can AI assist in creating visually engaging marketing content?
So, see, you can use generative design algorithms that are available. Okay, you can use the capability of that. Okay, you can again there are tools that are available that can help you create what real-time videos, graphics, layouts, as such around there, and that can be really really helpful in terms of assisting you with what visually engaging market content for that matter. Being. So you can make use of various tools that AI has to offer. All right, that can really help you take things to the next level with respect to your particular marketing content as such around it. I hope that answered your question.
Once again, I want to remind you that as you leave this session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to help us by taking a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience as we are constantly looking at how we can improve our future sessions. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. We want to thank all of you for joining us today, and if you do come up with any additional questions, feel free to send them to webinar@netcomlearning.com at any time. We hope that you found today's webinar informative, and we look forward to seeing you back here with us soon. Feel free to tell your friends and colleagues about our webinars and other courses. Have a great day, everyone.